Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Level Up Live. I am Jen, and it is Thursday, the 20th of March. It is officially the first day of spring, but can I just tell you that it is snowing outside here in Northern Illinois. So somebody didn't get the memo that it was supposed to be spring. Love to have you all in. Great to see that folks are coming into the chat. It is awesome. Today we are talking about technology for the 50 and over crowd. So we're going to talk about embracing new tools, staying connected, all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of a follow-up to what we were talking about on Tuesday with tech. So let's go ahead, let's go into the chat and see who's in. And oh my goodness, first one in is Deb Rogers. Made it back. She's back in Riyadh. Thanks so much. I know you've been traveling, Deb. Great to have you here. And Just a Girl on Her Porch. Hey, hope you're feeling better. Ryan Scott coming in from PK Adventures saying hi. And Denise with Bone Tired Travelers sending the love. Great to have you here. Kurt and Marcia from CME Traveling. I was just over there watching their show, and they had a great topic today. They were talking about things that you could ask for free on a cruise ship. So what you can get that's complimentary. So very interesting topic. Sea Tripping with Kim and Scott coming in saying, good morning. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. And oh, you're so welcome for the support. I love seeing Kurt dance on the pole. What can I tell you? So Kathy Mills coming in on the CME raid. Great to have you here. And Ryan is shouting out to everybody here. So awesome that you guys are saying hey to each other. Oh, terrific. And John Crawford is here. Hey, John, great to have you here. Happy Thursday to you too. Sound is breaking up a little. Okay, let's see about that. Hopefully that is better and that is going well. So thank you for letting me know, John Gaylor. Thank you so much for being here. Nightbot doing its thing, telling you to make sure to subscribe. And Nightbot has a few things that you can boss it around. So if you would like to drop your YouTube channel so other people can find you, make sure to drop in hashtag tribe, TRIBE, and it will drop your link. If you are so inclined to share the information for Helping Hands for Cruising, that is hashtag HH4C. And I have a special hashtag in the house just for Denise. That is hashtag moist. So, okay, it is only a little better. I wonder what's going on. No, not at all. I don't know if that's not at all good or not at all bad. Hang on a sec. Give me 1 second. Let's try switching mics here. How about now? How about now? Do we have sound now? Always frustrating when the tech doesn't work, especially when I've got this cool, like, board up behind me, the circuit board. There we go. Now we're all good. Success. Fantastic. Okay. We're back with sound, so that is a good thing. Also, another hashtag to drop that John is doing is hashtag coffee. Helping Hands for Cruising has an ongoing fundraiser right now where you can order coffee and tea and cookies and all kinds of yummy breakfasty things that you can go ahead and you can benefit Helping Hands for Cruising at the same time as you get your Java fix. So make sure to head over there. So my voice is shaky. That could just be me. I'm not sure. Glad it is better. And Denise dropping a new hashtag, moister than an oyster. Now I have to train Nightbot to do something different. Okay. So Deb is saying she can't hear me. Others are saying that the sound is clear. Weirdness. Total weirdness. Okay. Who knows with the technology? I'm just going to keep it rolling, and hopefully I didn't miss anyone in the chat. And Deb, push your red line to the end. There we go. Yes, I can hear you, but you're distant. Let's get closer into the mic and see if this is any better. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with the tech today. John says the sound is good. I'm going through what Kurt and Marcia go through on CME, where like half the group can hear them with no problem, and the other half are like, what? And have to keep turning it up and turning it up. So crazy. So there we go. Drop in the hashtag moist, and you too will be granted a lovely quote. So that is all good. So John Crawford says it's good here. Okay, so the goods have it for right now. We're good with that. Awesome. It's a Cruise Life is here. Hey, how are you? Thanks so much for coming in. Great to have you here. We are talking tech. So I want to talk about tools that people are using to stay connected that maybe are newer tools. So, and really everything is relatively new. When you think about it, I mean, this platform, YouTube, wasn't around all that long ago, and it has exploded now. So it's amazing. There are some platforms that are that have died out. Like, does anybody remember MySpace? That was like the kind of a precursor to Facebook, and they were out then at the same time, and Facebook ended up winning out, and MySpace kind of went by the wayside. So awesome that folks are coming in. Oh, Ron, thanks for sneaking in real quick to say hi. I'm glad that you're here. Fantastic. YouTube exploded from lockdown. Absolutely. So there's always a precursor to all of these technologies. So it is amazing to think about where the technology started out. So Denise is bringing up a great one. I remember AOL chat rooms. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Every morning I would log in and you would hear the "you've got mail" voice and all of that. So too funny. I do remember the chat rooms, all text. I think I was on a monochrome monitor at the time, which try showing someone like a monochrome monitor now that where like all of the text is green or all of it is white or is orange. It's crazy. So yeah, I definitely remember those. ASL, American Sign Language? Not sure I'm getting that one. So you came to YouTube to learn to fix your washing machine, but got lost. I think that's how we all came to YouTube. It absolutely, you came here to find something and suddenly went down a rabbit hole. So, oh, age, sex, location. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, Denise, I just had a total flashback. Yes. Yes. Oh man. Okay. And it's a cruise life is responding. Young, yes, please, wherever. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my gosh. I remember those chat rooms were crazy. There were so many of them. So, oh, and you were single. Okay. See, I was married at the time. So, yeah, definitely takes me back to the dial up days. And then you would get a phone call and it would bounce you offline. Yes, absolutely. Now, I was working at home. I was working from home when my kids were younger and AOL was really popular, and I definitely had AOL, had the dial up and everything else. And I remember if one of the kids would like lift the phone, extension, that would definitely that would screw things up. You would be like screaming at them for all of that. So running in jumps in the time in the hot tub. I was also single. Lisa would kill me seeing that response. Oh, Pete, we won't tell. We won't tell. Your secret is safe with us. Oh my goodness, you're too funny. So, okay, now we have evolved, let me use that term loosely, but we have evolved into new apps that are running on phones we didn't even dream of back then. I mean, back in like the AOL days. So I'm going, I realize I'm going back to the 1900s. So be kind to me. It's funny because my nickname, Jen.Cohen, actually comes from my email address that I have had since 1998. I use an email aliasing company, and and I've had the same email address for that long. So it's crazy. So yeah, who knew that she was a keyboard freak? There we go. Now we know the truth. It's all coming out now. So you had a second line installed and nobody had that phone number. You were smart, John. See, that was the way to do it. So you were lucky enough to find hotel game, lots of great friends. Oh my gosh. Oh, Flinky 23. I love it. I love it. Hoyle. Oh yes. Yes, I remember the Hoyle games, the card games and everything. That was fantastic. Oh my gosh, it was an MSN chat group in the UK, but much bigger in the US. Okay, holy cow. It is Denise Linky 23 isn't a stripper name. I don't know what is. I don't know if that hurt. Okay. Yeah, could be. Actually, great kind of stripper name story. My dad had an administrative assistant many years ago whose name was Susan Apple. And after she left the organization, he found out that Susan was her middle name and her real first name was Taffy. Now, you name your daughter Taffy Apple, dude, you are begging them to become a stripper. You really are with that one. So, yeah, it's a stunner. It was definitely a stunner. It was big time OMG. Yeah. No wonder she went by her middle name. Can you imagine doing that to a kid? Holy cow. Anyway, okay. So, back to the technology. What are some other, was she saltwater taffy?
Oh, preparing her just in case. Yeah, just in case that was the career move. That was her name was ready. That's for sure. Oh my goodness. Okay. So what are some other platforms or apps that people used previously that you don't use anymore? I mean, I know that I've gone through a number of iterations of different browsers. So that has gone through some iterations, and I was like on Internet Explorer for years because that was the one that was out there. But now that's not even a thing anymore. That's not even supported or out there anymore. So I know the learning management system that we run on uses either Chrome, Edge, or Firefox. And on Mac, they support, of course, Safari, but that's it. So, yeah, Taffy Apple does sound like a carnival person to me, too. Yeah. Edge replaced it, so there we go. Not the cruise line. No, not a carnival person on the cruise line. No, no, different carnival, definitely. So they were forced to shut down many of these chat rooms due to the abuse. 100%. There was no moderating, there was no control, and a lot of things were going on. I know with like underage kids, and it was was a really weird time that they ended up kind of shutting a bunch of those things down and all of that. I still know people who have AOL email addresses. I tease them about it, but I do still know people who have AOL email addresses. So, yep, i.e., Internet Explorer was out there for years and years and years. I cannot imagine how bad it would be now. I know how it is like on the apps and just on Facebook and Instagram and like the mainstream kind of platforms. I can't even imagine like the private chat rooms. That's all like, I think that's all like dark web stuff now. That's definitely. So Denise says she's still friends in real life with several from the chat room. That's very cool. So John's old work emails, although one is still active as a master password into the police department information system. Holy cow! That is crazy that never got changed or updated to a universal. Wow, John, that's somebody in IT is not going to pass a review. Holy cow, that's insane. Has anyone been trying out any of the newer apps? Because I know that I've started posting some shorts on TikTok, which is, I'm torn on how I feel about TikTok. There is a new one, I think, called Lemon 8 that I saw that I haven't gone on to yet. There is Blue Sky, which is like an alternative to Twitter, X, whatever they're calling it now. Law is saying that he knows people who have Yahoo email addresses. I do too. Honestly though, I make fun of the AOL people more. I really do. Because that to me is like, I can't even believe that those email addresses still work, that the domain is still like all up and running and functioning. It really is crazy. So Pete says he chatted with someone from the US on Yahoo Pool years ago, introduced her to Facebook, where she met her childhood sweetheart and ended up marrying him. And you still talk to her now and then. That's a great story. That is fantastic. And here's John telling Law his email address, his Yahoo email is his primary. So there we go. You know what? I've got a couple of different Gmail accounts that I started a Gmail account just because I needed one for my phone, for a Samsung account, because I have an Android phone. So that was like the only reason, and I hardly get anything except spam to that message. Everything else goes through my regular one, and like I said, I've had the same email address since 1998. So fortunately, I never forget it. I'm never thinking, I wonder what my email address is. So what about some of the newer platforms? What about like Blue Sky or Lemon 8 or anything with that? Oh, and Chet is here. He's been lurking in the yard on the phone here now, though. Great that you are in here. Okay. So you had a great friend in Chicago. Haven't heard from him in years. He was an IT guy. You may know him. Well, if he's in Chicago and he's IT and I'm IT, I used to be IT, maybe we do. That would be hilarious if we did know each other. Because it is a crazy, weird, small world. So you'll have to message me later. That's funny. So Chet must have a story or two, I'm sure. So there we go. It would be incredibly wild. So you have a Yahoo email too, Chet. Okay. See, it's not. It's funny because it's like if you try and explain some of these old platforms, like if you tried to show my grandkids dial up, they would be, first of all, they would be like, what do you mean you have to wait for it to connect? That is like, I mean, if my Wi-Fi in the house is slow and they're here, they're like, we don't have all minute, old lady, let's go. So I can't imagine them trying to like handle dial-up. That I just can't even imagine. So, oh, Pitts Life is here. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming in. Great to have you here. His name was Scott. Oh, another Scott. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. So you have 3 Gmails for travel and YouTube. Yeah, I have multiples of those. Let's see. So you saw part of a Trump speech yesterday, said AI will double our electrical consumption and we will have to build a lot more power plants. Hey, we don't need artificial at the cost of real. Wow, I don't know that is the case. I don't know if that's the case. I would have to like do some reading with that because that I don't know. I don't know why the AI would double our consumption. I'll have to check that out though. Sounds interesting. Great that you're here. Here we go. As a mechanic, we started in 1980 with an OBC, and then in 1995 you went to OBD2. Oh my goodness. Just crazy. So awesome that you guys are saying hey to each other. You are cracking each other up and you are cracking me up. So I appreciate it. Always having another Scott in the house. And as long as it's Denise's friend, welcome in. Hey, maybe I do know them. That's funny. You have a confession. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn too for business. I actually do a lot of connecting on LinkedIn. I do a lot of networking on LinkedIn. I have a call this morning with someone I know through LinkedIn, and I have a call tomorrow morning. I'm doing some mentoring with someone who I met through LinkedIn. So I'm totally on LinkedIn. I still think that that's a viable platform, though. So that one is definitely. See, Chet saying he's still on LinkedIn. I just set up Helping Hands for Cruising on LinkedIn, so they would have a presence over there. It's definitely still viable. So nobody at work even knows what it is. Oh, Denise, it's painful. And John is saying he just purchased 2 OBD2 readers. Okay. I'm on Facebook, Facebook, TikTok, and Insta. I am too. And I bounce around with those, and definitely on LinkedIn, but for business purposes. Like I said, I network with with a lot of people, excuse me, on LinkedIn, and it works really well for me because my company is a global organization. So I'm able to chat with people and I'm able to connect with people who work for the same organization as I do, but in different countries. So it really has worked out very well. So the second one was 400, and so far it's great. Okay. So not agreeing with Chet's assessment that it is worthless. Okay. Now, what I mentioned Blue Sky, has anyone heard of Blue Sky? It was pitched as like a replacement for Twitter. So it's similar to that. We got that. Like I said, I've seen on TikTok people posting on Lemon 8, which I hadn't even heard of, and I'm like, oh my gosh, a new one. So I didn't sign up for that because I was like, you've got to be kidding. So so you get a lot of job notices from companies nobody knows about, so they think you're in cahoots. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh. And your daughter has encouraged you to get Blue Sky. You know what? When I got my Blue Sky account, I promised myself that I was only going to post positive things and things that made me feel good on that account and not like my frustrating stuff that I sometimes post. So I have kept it to all like pictures of the dogs and pictures of the grandkids and things like that. So Blue Sky is a new app because there's always a new app, and it is actually it is in competition with Twitter, with X. So there we go. You see their trucks all over town. You still have X, just read, never post. You know what is funny is that X is the only social media that my son is still on. And he does the same thing. He just reads. He doesn't post anything, but he just gets a lot of his information that way. But he's walked away from all other social media. He's not on anything anymore. So yeah, that's definitely a walk away. I walked away from X a few months back. So yeah, because there are just so many and I can't keep up with all of them. Reddit is a good resource too. I agree. I love Reddit. I think, and they have some really interesting stuff and some really funny stuff. And it is a cesspool too. So yes, you could definitely, I think when we're talking about like AOL chat rooms, some of the Reddit rooms definitely go down that path. So yeah, it could definitely be there. So we are coming up on the home stretch here. Here in the Northern Hemisphere, again, it is the first day of spring. So I hope you are having better weather than we are having in Northern Illinois, because right now it is below freezing and it is snowing. So our real feel is about 11 degrees right now. So it's really disgusting. Yeah. And Law, good question. Why do I have a Bixby button on every phone I have ever had? Okay. And John Gaylor says he doesn't have X, TikTok, or Reddit. Okay. There's so many out there that it's like crazy. You can't keep up on it all. It's just too much. So anyway, we will talk more about technology in the future. I'm always looking for recommendations for cool accounts to follow and cool people to follow. So make sure that you do that. So I will talk to you all soon. Have a great rest of your day. And remember to level up every day. Take care. Bye.